Looking for a compact shotgun that suits a woman's frame, shooting style, and self-defense needs? Let's explore 7 standout options built for confidence at home. The Weatherby SA-459 Tactical is a semi-automatic shotgun that caters well to women wanting manageable recoil and easy handling. Weighing around 6.5 pounds, it's neither too heavy nor too light, offering solid stability without causing fatigue, especially important if you have a smaller frame or less upper body strength. Its 18.5-inch barrel keeps the overall length just under 39 inches, letting you move around corners without feeling encumbered. This model comes in both 12-gauge and 20-gauge with a 5+1 capacity. Many women prefer the 20-gauge version for gentler recoil, which can enhance accuracy and follow-up speed. Because it's gas-operated, the SA-459 cycles round smoothly, reducing felt recoil so you're not battered by each shot. The crossbolt safety near the trigger guard is easy to reach, a plus for anyone with smaller hands. A crisp, 6-pound trigger pull strikes a good balance. Light enough for confident firing, yet firm enough to reduce accidental discharges. Weatherby uses a synthetic stock and forend that resist the elements, helpful if you like to practice at outdoor ranges. The fiber optic front sight aids quick target acquisition, and if you want an optic, the receiver often comes drilled and tapped. For women worried about stowing a full-size shotgun, the SA-459's compact barrel and moderate weight make storage simpler. Whether you're an experienced shooter or a newcomer, its semi-auto action, comfortable ergonomics, and reduced recoil profile can make all the difference in a high-stress encounter. A household name in the world of compact shotguns, the Mossberg 590 Shockwave offers a short 14-inch barrel that's easier for smaller statured shooters to maneuver. At just over 26 inches in overall length and about 5.3 pounds in weight, it's light enough for quick handling, which can be a game changer for women who might otherwise struggle with a bulky firearm. However, lightness comes with a trade-off: more recoil, especially in 12-gauge. The Raptor Bird's head grip, though, helps mitigate some muzzle flip and keeps the shotgun steadier in your hands. If heavy recoil concerns you, consider the 20-gauge variant for gentler push against the shoulder. Or rather, your firing stance, since the Shockwave doesn't have a traditional stock. Chambered primarily in 12-gauge, you get a capacity of 5+1 or 4+1 depending on shell size. That's sufficient for most immediate self-defense situations. The pump-action design is simple and time-tested. Just rack it firmly to chamber the next round. One standout feature is the ambidextrous tank safety. Located on top of the receiver, it's easy to see and operate without shifting your grip, an advantage if you're startled awake in the middle of the night. The synthetic furniture and rugged 590 series receiver ensure durability even if you train frequently or keep it stashed in a closet. Because it's so short, the 590 Shockwave can be stored discreetly. Just keep in mind it's classified as a firearm under federal guidelines, so confirm local rules. If you're after a super compact pump that remains accessible for a wide range of body types, the Shockwave is a versatile option. Before we move on to the next one on the list, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you're enjoying this content so far, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. Thanks to all of you who do. The Remington TAC-14 mirrors the Shockwave's compact form, but springs from the storied Remington 870 platform. Celebrated for its ultra-smooth pump action, with a 14-inch barrel and an overall length around 26 inches, it's sized perfectly for quick movement in narrow spaces. A big plus for women who might find full-length shotguns cumbersome. Weighing about 5.6 pounds, the TAC-14 is similarly light, which can help prevent fatigue but does mean you'll feel more recoil. If recoil management is high on your priority list, look into the 20-gauge variant. You'll still have solid stopping power without the sharp kick of 12-gauge, making follow-up shots faster and more accurate. Built around a steel receiver, the shotgun takes knocks and bumps without complaint. The crossbolt safety, positioned behind the trigger, is a traditional Remington layout. With smaller hands, you'll want to practice disengaging it until it becomes second nature, vital in urgent situations. Pump-action shotguns demand a strong, deliberate rack to chamber the next round. While that might seem intimidating, the TAC-14's forend is reasonably short, which can be beneficial for shooters with a shorter reach. Its bird's head grip also reduces some wrist strain and keeps the overall length compact. Storage is straightforward, thanks to abbreviated barrel and grip design. As with the Shockwave, check local laws around classification. If you appreciate Remington's legendary 870 lineage and want a lightweight, ultra-compact design specifically suited for close quarters defense, the TAC-14 makes for a user-friendly choice, particularly for women who value simplicity and reliability. If you crave high capacity but still want a compact build, the Kel-Tec KSG is worth a look. Using a bullpup configuration, it places the action behind the trigger, fitting an 18.5-inch barrel into a total length around 26 inches. For women concerned about controlling a longer gun, this design keeps the firearm tucked closer to your body. Weighing about 6.9 pounds, the KSG's balance point is near your shoulder, which can ease strain on your arms. Chambered in 12 gauge, it boasts 2 magazine tubes, each holding up to 7 2 3/4 shells, meaning a potential 14-round total. If you're a female shooter who wants to minimize reloading under stress, that kind of capacity can offer peace of mind. Operating the pump action is straightforward, though some KSG owners polish the internals for a smoother experience. The crossbolt safety sits above the grip, ambidextrous in design, helpful if you're left-handed or simply want flexibility. Thanks to its downward shell ejection, you won't have a hot brass flying past your face. Though the KSG's futuristic look might intimidate first-time users, many find its bullpup layout surprisingly ergonomic. A soft recoil pad at rear helps absorb shotgun punch. If recoil is still an issue, consider opting for low recoil shells or spread out your practice sessions so you're not overwhelmed. Picatinny rails along the top and bottom let you add accessories such as lights or lasers, because you're likely dealing with dim conditions in a home defense scenario. A mounted flashlight could be invaluable. If you want a short, high-capacity shotgun but worry about overall length, the KSG's design might fit you and your storage space perfectly. For women who prefer a more traditional layout with a shoulder stock but still crave a manageable size, the Winchester SXP Defender is a worthy contender. Its 18.5-inch barrel helps keep overall length around 38.5 inches, which is certainly more than the super compact models, but still relatively short for a full-stock shotgun. At about 6.5 pounds, it strikes a balance between weight and maneuverability. Its Super X pump action harnesses recoil to slightly unlock the fore end, allowing rapid follow-up shots. This can benefit shooters who want quick cycling without the stiffer feel of some other pumps. Chambered typically in 12 gauge, you get a 5+1 capacity with 2 3/4-inch shells. For women who find standard 12 gauge recoil intimidating, there are reduced recoil loads that still offer strong stopping power. Alternatively, practicing with lighter target loads can build confidence before moving up to heavier shells. The steel receiver and synthetic look are designed to handle frequent range delays and occasional knocks. A crossbolt safety sits near the trigger guard, and once you're used to it, it's easy to switch off in a hurry. The full shoulder stock helps distribute recoil more evenly, which can be a relief if you're a smaller framed or sensitive to sharp kicks. Because it's slightly longer, the SXP Defender might require a bigger safe or closet space, but it remains compact enough for most homes. If you're comfortable with the traditional shotgun silhouette and want something proven for defense, the Winchester SXP Defender offers reliability, moderate length, and easily manageable pump action. The Benelli M4 entry stands out as a semi-automatic shotgun with a 14-inch barrel, delivering military-grade performance in a smaller footprint. Its renowned auto-regulating gas-operated Argo system adapts to varied ammo loads, so whether you prefer lighter shells for reduced recoil or full-power slugs, it cycles reliably. Weighing about 7.3 pounds, it's heavier than some pump guns, but that extra heft can be beneficial for women seeking reduced muzzle jump and a softer recoil feel. Chambered in 12 gauge, standard capacity is around 5+1. Some states allow magazine extensions, but always check local laws before modifying. A crisp trigger, usually between 5.5 and 6 pounds, enables precise shots without being too light. The M4 entry's semi-auto action eliminates the need to manually cycle a pump, a huge advantage if you have smaller arms or need consecutive shots under stress. Built to withstand extreme conditions, its steel receiver and synthetic stock hold up through years of regular use. A pistol grip design helps manage recoil and ensures a steadier aim, which can boost confidence if you're worried about controlling a 12-gauge blast. Although not as compact as a bird's head or bullpup design, the shorter barrel does improve maneuverability for clearing tight spaces. If budget isn't your main concern and you want a top-tier defensive shotgun that's easier on the shoulder than many pumps, the Benelli M4 Entry might be the safest bet. Its proven track record and user-friendly semi-auto action have made it a favorite among security professionals worldwide. Claiming the top slot for compact high-capacity protection, the IWI Taver TS12 is a bullpup semi-auto shotgun offering an 18.5-inch barrel and an overall length of just 28 inches. For women who want the balance of a bullpup but also crave impressive firepower, this is a standout choice. At around 8 pounds, it's heavier than some picks, yet the bullpup design positions most of that weight closer to your body. This can help reduce firearm fatigue and muzzle rise, making follow-up shots more manageable. Chambered in 12-gauge, the TS12 features a rotating 3-tube magazine system capable of holding up to 15 rounds of 2 3/4-inch shells. Gas-operated, it cycles reliably, though the trigger pull can be on the heavier side, an added layer of safety if you're concerned about accidental discharges. Ambidextrous controls make it friendly for left-handed shooters, and downward ejection keeps spent shells out of your face. IWI forged the TS12 with a rugged polymer chassis over steel components, so it's built to endure. Picatinny rails on top allow for adding optics like red dots or holographic sights, beneficial if you're practicing low-light or quick acquisition drills. Since recoil can still be stout with 12-gauge, consider low-recoil ammunition if you have concerns about shoulder comfort. The TS12's ability to switch magazine tubes rapidly means you can load buckshot in one, slugs in another, and perhaps even less lethal rounds were legal in the third. Versatility that can be a real confidence booster. If you want maximum capacity in a format that suits smaller frames surprisingly well, the TS12 is hard to beat. Jokes aside, the goal is feeling secure at home, and these shotguns give women a real edge in close quarters defense. Each offers unique advantages, be it reduced recoil, high capacity, or user-friendly controls, catering to a variety of needs and comfort levels. If this rundown helped you, please consider subscribing for more firearm tips and insights. Which model fits your style best? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, stay safe, practice often, and remember that confidence with your firearms starts with training and understanding your own comfort threshold. Protect what matters most.